Hi friends, today we're going to do this bag that it's made with the flowers that we did in another project with 6 petals and with the jumbo size pop-tops. Remember the ones that come in the cat food containers? I hope you like this tutorial and let's get started.
Recicla conmigo. Te vas a divertir. Recycle with me. It will be fun.
For this project, we're going to need Let's Vegan Nylon Cord number 9, which is available in my website, erikacreativa.com. And in this case, in this project, I used a hot pink. We're going to need scissors, a crochet hook. I'm using a 2.25 millimeters. And we're going to need 2 types of needles, a jumbo size needle and a regular size needle, and also polyester thread that is going to has to be the same color as the main nylon cord that we're using, lighter. And we're going to need 126 pop tops of jumbo size. Let's get started. This is what we're going to do. Grab 2 pop tops and we're going to join them one on top of the other one. It doesn't matter the order. We're going to join them with 2 single crochet stitches. 1 and 2. And then we're going to kind of pull the pop tops to the sides. Grab another one and we're going to place it underneath the other one, underneath the second one, and also join it with 2 single crochet stitches. 1 and 2, and grab another one, and this one will go on top of the last pop top, and again join it to the rest with 2 single crochet stitches. Now the next pop top will go on the bottom, underneath. And join it with 2 single crochet stitches. And the last pop top will go on top. And 2 single crochet stitches. 1 and 2. So as you can see, we have 3 pop tops on top and 3 pop tops on the bottom. Now let's close this flower, and we need to arrange in a way that we will see the 3 pop tops that are aligned on the top. So the last one will go on top of the first one. And join it with 2 single crochet stitches. Join them with 2 single crochet stitches. And we're going to close this round with a slip stitch. Now this loop, we're going to bring it on behind or on the underneath side of the flower. In this case, we're going to pull it up. And we're going to hide this excess cord later, and we're going to do 10 single crochet stitches on each of this side. I know this is going to be kind of hard because this is a sharp part of the pop top, so we have to be careful. Or you can also use tape so your cord doesn't get stuck. So that's 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then we're going to do 2 chain stitches, and we're going to bring the crochet hook right here in the middle where the 2 pop tops intersect, and we're going to do 2 single crochet stitches. 1 and 2, and then 2 chain stitches again, and we're going to work on the next pop top, and we're going to do 10 single crochet stitches again. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And again 2 chain stitches, and we're going to bring the crochet hook right here on this little loop where the 2 pop tops intersect, and we're going to do 2 single crochet stitches, 1 and 2, and then 2 more chain stitches. And basically we're going to follow all the same steps that we did on these 2 pop tops throughout all the pop tops, and we're going to close with the slip stitch. And the flower is ready. You can do several applications. Once all the flowers are made, we're going to start by putting 6 flowers together. This will be our base, and as you can see, if you see it from one perspective, we have a row of 2 flowers, then 3 flowers, and another 2. But if you see it from another point of view, this one is in the center and it's surrounded by other 5 flowers. So that's the way that I like to see it. And as you can see, these 3 flowers make contact, 3 flowers make contact, 3 flowers, 3 flowers, 3 flowers. And the way that we join them is with needle and thread. And the thread that I'm using is polyester thread, and it's the same color. You don't see it, but it's the same color that I'm used for my flowers. So we're going to face them together, and we're going to join them on this side and this other side. And I already finished attaching all these 6 pieces together, and it looks like a pentagon. And pay attention to what's next, because this is the trickiest part of the bag. 3 flowers, the ones that are in the middle, will be our base, and the other 2 on each row, these 2, they will be part of the body of the bag. So pay attention, because the flowers that are in each end, we're going to do the following. This petal, we're going to attach it to these other petals. So this petal is going to be attached to the other petal in the same flower, and this petal of the one of these two flowers, of this flower in the corner. So it's going to go like this, and the same with the other one. So this other petal is going to be attached like this, and I'm going to work from the inside. And I already joined the flower. As you can see, this flower is kind of folded, and these two petals are joined with the petal of the flower that is in the corner of the flower in this row, and the other side is the same, two petals joined with one petal of this flower, and the same on the other side, on the other end. So what's next is that we're going to grab a flower, another flower, and we're going to align it this way. These two petals are going to be aligned with this petal of this flower. So it's going to go like this. And also on the other side, this flower is supposed to be part of this row. So I'm going to start joining on this side, same needle and thread. And now we're going to attach this petal in the middle of these two of the flower in the base. Now that we have joined 1, 2, 3 petals of this flower, which will be in one of the sides, the other one is going to go in the middle of these two. And the next thing that we're going to do is, as you can see, we already joined this one goes in the middle, this one goes in the middle of these two, the other one goes here, and the last one will be this one with this other petal, and with the same process. And next we're going to repeat all these steps, joining this flower on the other end. So remember, one petal will go aligned with this one, the other petal in the middle, the other petal in the middle of this, the other petal in the middle of this, and the last one will be aligned to this petal in the corner. And that way we already have the base and the first row. And as you can see, this is already acquiring a shape of a bag. We already have the base and the first row. So we're going to add a second row of flowers, and as you can see, I already connected them and I have 6 flowers. This one is going to be really easy because we already have the first row. And for instance, the petal of this flower is going to connect to the other petals of these two flowers, so they're going to intersect. The other flower too, so everything is going to be really easy. We just need to connect them and close this round also with needle and thread. And I already finished attaching the second row, and it looks like this. And now we're going to add a last row, which is going to have also 6 flowers, and we're going to follow exactly the same process that we did with the second row, which is that we're going to join on these 3 petals, and then those 3, then those 3, and I already finished adding the last row, and this is the way that it looks. And now I'm going to add some rounds of single crochet on the top of the purse. I'm going to use the same color of the yarn that I'm using. So what we're going to do is we're going to count from this stitch 1, 2, 3, and we're going to start on the 4th stitch, and we're going to do 4 single crochet stitches. So that's my first single crochet, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to do 4 chain stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to bring those chain stitches to this petal, and we're going to count. We're not going to work on the first stitch but on the second one, and on this petal we're going to do 3 single crochet stitches. So that's 1, 2, and 3. We're going to do 1 chain stitch, and then bring the stitches to the other petal, and we're not going to work on this stitch but in the second one, and we're also going to do 3 single crochet stitches. So that's 1, 2, and 3. And now we're going to do 4 single crochet stitches, 4 chain stitches. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and bring those chain stitches to this other petal, the one that is like pointing up, same as this one, and we're going to repeat the process that we did on this one, which is count from this stitch 1, 2, 3, and work on the 4th stitch and do 4 single crochet stitches. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4, and again 4 chain stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to bring those chain stitches to this other petal, and remember we're not going to work on this the first stitch but in the second one, and we're going to do 3 single crochet stitches. So that's 1, 2, and 3, and then 1 chain stitch and work on the other petal, and we're not going to work on this stitch but in the second one, and we're going to do 3 single crochet stitches. So that's 1, 2, and 3, and then 4 chain stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to start over repeating the same step that we did here and that we did here, which is count 1, 2, 3, and work on the 4th stitch and do 4 single crochet stitches, and then 4 chain stitches, and bring those stitches to this other petal and skip 1 stitch and do 3 single crochet stitches and then 1 chain stitch, and same here, 3 single crochet stitches and then 3 chain stitches, and it's repeating the same steps throughout the entire round. So we're going to repeat those steps and until we get here, and we're going to close with a slip stitch. Okay, we already got to where I started, and I'm going to close with the slip stitch and then chain 1, and we're going to give 1 round of single crochet. Actually, this is going to be the first round of single crochet. Once we get to this group of chain stitches, we're going to do 3 single crochet stitches, and it doesn't matter which stitch we choose, it's just we have to make sure that we only do 3 single crochet stitches on them. So that's 1, 2, and 3, and that's one of the adjustments that we're going to do, and then we continue with the single crochet stitches. And the other adjustment that we're going to do is that where the 2 pop-ups intersect on this stitch, we're not going to work, so we're going to skip this one and continue with the other one. Continue with the single crochet stitches, and once again I already got to where the 4 chain stitches are, and we're going to do just 3 single crochet stitches. And we're going to continue and this is another group of the 4 chain stitches, and again we only do 3 single crochet stitches. And once again, I already got to where the 2 pop-ups intersect, but we're not going to work on that stitch. We skip it and continue with the single crochet stitches. And I already got to another group of chain stitches, and remember we only need 3 single crochet stitches there. And we're going to be repeating the same steps, but let me explain something. On the flowers that are on both ends, like this one and this one, on the group of chain stitches, we're not going to do 3 single crochet stitches but 2. So we only need 2 on this side and 2 on this side. Obviously we need the regular single crochet stitches on this pop-up, but I'm just talking about the chain stitches right here. We only need 2 single crochet stitches right here, regular, and 2 single crochet stitches. And we're going to repeat the same process that we're doing here on this side. And once we get to the other end, we only need 2 single crochet stitches right here. And I should have done only 2 single crochet stitches, but I skipped it, so I forgot that it was only supposed to do 2 single crochet stitches. So we're going to continue like that, and once we get to where we started, we're going to close with a slip stitch and then chain 1 to start a new round of single crochet. The other one should be very easy because we don't need to make any adjustments. We're just going to crochet on top of all the stitches that we already did, and I'm going to do a total of 4 rounds of single crochet stitch, but it all depends on you how many rounds you want. Here's the back already finished. I added these back handles, and it's not any special technique to attach it to the back. Is as I used a jumbo size needle and the same thread that I was using, and just stitch it in, and that's it. And I think that this is a great combination. Well, I hope the lining is optional. If you want to add some lining, I'll just leave it like this. And I hope that you liked this tutorial, and if you did, please subscribe to this channel, like this video, and also share this video with people that you may think will like this type of projects. And also check out my Facebook page. You can find me as Erika Creativa, and also my website ericacreativa.com. I'll see you next time, and thank you for watching.